Yes, you're gonna be wearing someone.
Do you go bow tie or long?
I remember when Russell Crowe won for Gladiator, he won the bolo tie, and I was just like, "Ooh, Russell."
Philip Rivers-esque.
Yeah, Philip Rivers-esque. Philip can pull it off, not
What a
so much
movie.
Russell Crowe. What a movie, right? We were all entertained. Guys, it is time to talk about editing. All right, editing is a very important thing. One of the unsung heroes is the editor of a movie, the editors of the show downstairs. We love you. And we did other nominees all throughout this week. This is our last one. What we're talking about here with editing is some way that changed the season. Maybe it was a new starter, a new coach, a new hire, a new strategy. And we will go for the first nominee to @PShriggs on Twitter. What do you got?
Yeah, thanks. I'm going to go to Chicago, where everyone thought when Matt Forte signed with the Jets that this was Kendall Langford's team. This was going to be the guy. I might have got the first
Jeremy
name.
Langford.
Jeremy Langford. I think Kendall Langford, defensive player. Jeremy Langford is his
Didn't
team.
do much.
It's his time.
Yep.
This is it. And then Kadeem Carey from Arizona, he was going to be the guy. And guess what? Week 1, Jordan Howard didn't play. Langford goes down with an injury. In comes Jordan Howard, second in the league in rushing in his rookie season.
Crazy.
1,300 yards. I mean, to me, this is a great edit for a team. You thought you were going one way. This guy emerged, and the Bears didn't have a winning season, but they could have been even worse without Jordan Howard, rookie out of Indiana. I love this story because everyone talks about Zeke Elliott as a rookie. How about the rookies? 1 and 2 in the league in rushing, Zeke, and then this guy, Jordan Howard. That, to me, is the great midseason adjustment. We don't need Matt Forte. We've got this kid who we drafted in the late rounds. Fantastic breakout story from the kid out of Indiana.
That's good
Absolutely
stuff.
great story. And I know Ed Hey Adams always has an interesting submission. You have a creative twist on these. Do you for this category as well?
I think I'm going to give it to the league. I think the league deserves a nomination for their best edit, their best adjustment to the Pro Bowl.
Ooh,
because it was in Orlando, some fresh blood, their first year ever there. I loved the new skills challenges. So them sort of being playful with it. The epic dodgeball. In what world do you get to see Zeke Elliott getting T.Y. Hilton out to win it for the NFC?
Look at that.
They had the precision passing, the best hands, the drone drop. I loved it. Seeing Odell beat Jarvis Landry, Patrick Peterson, and Chris Harrison, that was awesome. The power relay, the NFC won that one, of course, anchored
Hey, don't
by
injure
Zeke
him.
Elliott. Look at that drone
Yeah, the players
drop.
didn't like it, unfortunately. You can tell from watching the video.
Yeah, players had a drag time.
Yeah, awful.
Stunk.
Look at that.
I love this. I thought this was the best adjustment made in this season by the NFL and the Pro Bowl in Orlando. We talked to Delaney Walker down at the Super Bowl. He loved going there. He took his whole family. They went to Epcot Center. Our very own Jane Slater had a blast in Orlando. It was a nice change-up. I was happy to see it.
It really was. I mean, that T.Y. Hilton being the last man standing in dodgeball was so compelling. Edge of my seat. I'm going to go for my own submission from T.Y. to Ty. I am talking about the Green Bay Packers losing Eddie Lacy, losing James Starks, and pulling from the wide receiver meeting room for what looks like a franchise running back. There is your edit, Ty Montgomery. Incredible story here. This was a huge edit. This is taking out the chase scene and replacing it with a love scene. This is incredible, and it's also a recast. It's the Hollywood tradition of recast. Doug Gray Scott's going to be Wolverine. Get out of here and give me Jackman.
Yeah.
Eddie Lacy's going to be our guy. No, give us a player inexplicably wearing 88 in the NFL as a feature running back and balling, looking nothing like a wide receiver, looking like a guy who should be a 1,500-yard rusher next year. I loved Ty Montgomery. Coolest edit of the year. Gets to play next to Aaron Rodgers,
Cool
the
guy, too.
Scorsese of the NFL.
Yeah.
And all he did was shut up, run right through the line, and make plays. We had Plexico Burris right here, and he said, if I was asked to be running back to my career, I'm not running up that A-gap. No way. I'll run some sweeps. I'll catch some passes. Montgomery did A, B, C. He did all the gaps, all the catches. That is your best edit, Ty Montgomery of the Packers.
That's good stuff, KB. And to add even more validation to that nomination, they're actually going to edit his jersey number going into next season.
Look at that.
He's going to wear running back number, so that was a
that's
good pick.
cool.
All right, now, I'm going to tell you about my pick. Let me take you to yesterday. I went to go see 50 Shades Darker. Yeah, I did. I actually went to go see it, and I was confused because I saw it with my wife. I didn't read the books. I didn't see 50 Shades of Grey, so I was just confused. I was sitting there thinking, like, what's the storyline? Who's this guy? Why is there a red room? Man, he's a little bit weird. Why so many questions? What's up with the script? Like, so I'm asking all these questions. I say all that to say this. You got to know the background story. You got to know the context in which the movie is in. So I got to give you the background to what I'm about to say. In 2014, Tony Romo, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He was up for MVP, 12-3, led the league, completion percentage, passer rating. 2 years later, he's going to be the starter for the Cowboys. I'm talking this season. He gets hurt by Cliff Averill, and then in comes Dak Prescott. He takes the world by storm. He is an absolute superstar. But then the conversation starts. Tony Romo's healthy. Tony Romo's back on the sideline. Tony Romo can play. So for me, the best edit is Dak Prescott, because the best edit that you make is not editing at all.
You're doubling down on Cowboys.
I'm doubling down on the Cowboys.
So ridiculous.
Hey, listen.
He has a theory, and I think there's something to it.
They had a chance to edit this.
Them at that movie
I see right through you, bro.
You see right through me, but here's the thing. You guys know it was a real conversation that we were going to edit this and say, Romo needs to be back on the field. They'd be such a better team if he goes out there and plays. All of a sudden, Dak is going to be scared because he sees Romo in the jersey. No. The Cowboys, Jason Garrett, everybody involved said, no, we're not going to make this edit. We are going to let Dak Prescott play this out, be the leading man in this role, and it almost took them to the Super Bowl. And for those that say, oh, he would have won that game up against the Green Bay Packers, nobody would have won that game against the Green Bay Packers. They were riding high on luck, and they beat the Cowboys. Tony Romo sitting on the sideline, not editing Dak Prescott, letting him play all season. That right there is my GMFBZ award for best edit.
It's obviously a great submission. Nate, how many people were in that theater?
It was 6.
Right? Is Pee Wee Herman one of them?
You were, what is that?
Yeah, he had a large popcorn.
I was thinking, you were explaining that beautiful background story and going through the edit. All I could think about was you and your wife watching.
We're watching Toya.
I was so
Play that Zane Taylor Swift
Jordan
track.
Howard, running back,
Great
Pro
song.
Bowl reinstates showdown, which is great. Ty Montgomery becomes a running back, and then Dak